就当小老婆。女人不就这么回事吗？
She is 18 years old, she is educated, proud, and beautiful. And tonight, she's being carried into a stranger's house to become his fourth wife. In this household, love is not given, it is earned, with silence, obedience, and a single red lantern. In 1920s, China, a young woman named Song Lian arrives at the Chen family compound. After her father suddenly died, her stepmother married her off to a man in his 50s, making her the fourth mistress of the Chen household. In an era when women had no control over their own marriages, even though Song Lian was unwilling, she still made a decisive choice. Carrying her luggage, she married herself off, and the gears of her fate began to turn. When she first arrived at Master Chen's residence, Song Lian believed that being young and beautiful would earn her special favor from the old man. But the moment she stepped through the gate, she was shut out by a maid.
你就是那个四太太啊？我就是那个四太太。你把箱子给我拎进去。
Song Lian never expected a servant to be so arrogant before she could even figure out why. Was she somehow lower than a maid? The servants suddenly hung red lanterns outside and lit every one of them, inside and out. Song Lian didn't understand what it meant. What she understood even less was the sudden change in status. The maids brought hot water to wash her feet. She didn't need to move a finger, just sit there. Then, an old servant knelt in front of her and gently tapped the soles of her feet with a small hammer. The numb, tingling sensation, mixed with the rhythmic knocking, made her face tighten with discomfort. Inside this deep, enclosed mansion, there was such a strange sense of ceremony that the newly arrived Song Lian felt curious, even a little lucky about her decision. After dressing up, she finally met her husband, Master Chen. And only then did she understand. She was nothing more than a purchased toy. All this so-called ceremony existed for one purpose, to make women serve men better.
杨先生到底不一样。好了，脱衣服睡觉吧。
The bright lanterns above the bed stripped away every bit of dignity Song Lian had known for 18 years. She wished she could hide her face, but Master Chen gave her no chance. He even said the reason for lighting so many lanterns was so he could see clearly.
把灯灭了。
那怎么着？我就是为了看得清清楚楚，才点这么多灯的。
What she didn't expect was that these blazing lights and the shame she felt beneath them would spark jealousy among the other mistresses. And just like that, Song Lian spent her wedding night alone. First humiliated by a servant, now abandoned because of another wife, was an 18-year-old virgin really worth less than them? Resentment and hatred began to grow. Fortunately, the painful night passed. According to the rules, early the next morning, the steward woke her to pay respects to the ancestors and the other three mistresses.
四太太，照府上的老规矩，我带您去拜见老祖宗跟三位太太，回头再预造的。
The first mistress was old, withdrawn, spending her days praying. She told Song Lian to live in harmony and serve the master well, then returned to her cold expression. The second mistress, Zhuo Yun, was warm and welcoming. She showed concern the moment they met, which made Song Lian feel close to her, almost like she had found a home.
哦，四妹，昨晚上你的脚捶得还舒坦吧？
二姐每天晚上也是这样捶脚吧？
嗨，傻妹子，这脚可不是谁想捶就能捶的，老爷要住哪院，哪院才点灯捶脚。
Only then did Song Lian understand. Wherever the master stayed, that courtyard received the lanterns and the massage. But in this house, a woman's real value came from her womb. Zhuo Yun had given birth to a daughter. The third mistress, Meishan, had given birth to a son. She had once been an opera singer and was naturally the master's favorite.
对你太不客气了。
说是三姐病了。
什么病啊？哼，老爷惯出来的毛病。
Just as Zhuo Yun predicted, when Song Lian went to visit the third mistress later, she was refused again. Furious, Songlian turned and left, even when Mei Shan's son greeted her. Before her anger faded, the old servant assigned her the very maid who had shut her out, Yaner. Proud and competitive, Songlian decided to teach her a lesson.
四太太，是他呀，见过，脾气不太好吧？
挺好的，蛮勤快的，来府上啊3、4年了。
头上没有虱子吧？我可最怕虱子了。
快蹲下，叫四太太看看头发。
头上什么味儿啊？洗头去。
But Yaner despised her. She even spat on Songlian's clothes. Her arrogance came from the master's favor and from her own dream of becoming a mistress. Even if the master married again, it wouldn't be you. Serve the fourth mistress properly and stop dreaming. If a maid could act this way, how much more arrogant would the favored third mistress be? At dinner, everyone waited, and Mei Shan arrived last. When Songlian stood to greet her, she was met with indifference. By the house rules, whoever had the lanterns could order dishes. Songlian chose spinach tofu. Every evening, the wives stood at the gate, pretending to wait for instructions. In reality, they were waiting for the lanterns. Lanterns to the fourth courtyard. With the tapping sound, Songlian, once uncomfortable, now closed her eyes to enjoy it. But once again, their night was interrupted by the third mistress. Though he didn't go this time, early the next morning, Mei Shan sang opera on the rooftop, tormenting her from night till day. Songlian stormed up. Third sister, feeling better? Did I disturb your sweet dreams? Yes, you woke me. Good. Sleep too much and you grow confused. I'm not confused. I came to hear you sing. Go on. You want to hear it? I don't want to sing. Already upset, Songlian was struck again. She walked in to find Yaner flirting with the master. The maid even strutted past her proudly. Yet the guilty man acted like nothing had happened.
好了好了，别耍小孩脾气了。
No matter how hurt she was, he left. That night, she was ignored. Lanterns went to the third courtyard. Hearing the tapping, her feet rose unconsciously. On the roof, she heard opera and applause. It should have been hers. While wandering, she found a locked house. Joyan later told her several people had hanged themselves there. It was taboo. At dinner, Mei Shan provoked her again. Where's the spinach tofu? Too vegetarian. Make me steamed pork. Songlian left in anger. Yet soon Mei Shan invited her to mahjong. Songlian refused until Mei Shan provoked her pride. Unable to back down, she sat. By evening, lanterns went to Zhuoyun instead. Zhuoyun used every trick to please him. But at the table, Songlian accidentally discovered Mei Shan's affair with Dr. Gāogāo. Soon after, because the master favored Songlian again, she became willful, demanding meals in her room, a broken rule. Mei Shan threatened to do the same. Even the first mistress sighed. She was already an antique. Women here were all decorations. It was only a matter of time. As days passed, Songlian's desires grew stronger. She changed from white into red. One day she heard a flute. It was the eldest son visiting. She felt something stir, but it could never be. Later she searched for her father's flute, couldn't find it, and accused Yaner. Dragging her to the room, she found it filled with lit lanterns. If discovered, Yaner would die. Yaner begged. Songlian searched and instead found a doll pierced with needles, her name written on it. In rage, she slammed Yaner's head against the wall, then realized Yaner couldn't write. Threatened, Yaner revealed the mastermind, Zhuoyun. And worse, the master had already burned the flute, thinking it was from a young man. It's just a flute. I'll buy better ones. I hate when people show me attitude. Then go to Zhuoyun. She's always smiling. Fine, I'll go. He did. Songlian changed back into plain clothes. Zhuoyun asked her to cut her hair, saying the master liked it. Songlian cut her ear instead. Mei Shan later revealed Zhuoyun's vicious past, poisoning food, forcing premature birth, yet still losing to Mei Shan's son.
朱云这个人啊，是菩萨脸蝎子心。 他的坏点子比谁都多。
Zhuoyun complained to the master, hiding her crimes, and gained his sympathy. Yaner still dreamed, lifting her feet as if she were a mistress. But Songlian had no lanterns. She ordered Yaner to massage her. "You have the nerve. Ask Aunt Chao then. Whether I do or not, we'll see." Still childless, desperate, Songlian pretended to be pregnant. Her courtyard was lit day and night. Once painful, the light now felt glorious. She enjoyed the privilege until blood on her pants exposed her. Yaner told Zhuoyun. The doctor came. The lie collapsed. Furious, the master covered every lantern in black. Red vanished. Only emptiness remained. Realizing the betrayal, Songlian exposed Yaner's secret lanterns and demanded punishment. Even Maishan felt it was too cruel. Yaner knelt in the snow, refusing to admit fault, until she collapsed. She later died. Though the master ordered the best medicine, it was only for appearances. Guilt devoured Songlian. Lighting, extinguishing, sealing. I don't care anymore. What are people here? Dogs? Cats? Rats? Anything but human. Songlian felt death might be better. Drunk and broken, she exposed Meishan's affair. Zhuoyun caught her. Meishan was dragged back. Later, Songlian saw her taken to the death house. Inside, a corpse. You saw nothing.
你们杀人，梅山死了，你们杀人。
After that, Songlian truly went mad. She lit Meishan's lanterns, played her opera. Servants fled in terror. Soon, the master married a fifth mistress. The tapping began again. Who's that woman? Oh, the former fourth mistress. She's lost her mind. Wearing the clothes from the day she arrived, Songlian wanted to go back. But inside this coffin-like mansion, beneath the endless red lanterns, there was no going back. Year passes. The red lanterns glow. The wives compete. The servants obey. And Songlian, once intelligent and proud, walks the courtyard like a ghost. In this house, no one escapes. Only the lanterns remain lit.